Bilstein's shocks and struts are your pony's best bet when it comes to perfect handling and flawless quality. This total Bilstein B6 package comes with 2 front struts and 2 rear shocks that will provide your Mustang with improved response, better control, reduced fade, and more consistency than your factory dampers. We decided to start with replacing the rear shocks, so begin by getting the car in the air and taking off the rear wheels. In the trunk, peel back the carpeting to reveal the top mount. Remove the upper nut on the shock and take off the washer and rubber bushing. Next, unbolt the lower mount and take the shock out of the car. Place the new Bilstein shock through the top mount and slide the bolt through the bottom. Then tighten the lower mount. Up in the trunk, slide the bushing and washer on top of the mount, then tighten it down and replace the carpet and wheels to complete the rear end install. Moving on to the front, remove the wheels and pop the hood to remove the 4 upper nuts in the strut. In the wheel well, unbolt the brake line bracket from the front strut along with the black push pin. Remove the end link from its mount on the strut, then move to the last 2 bolts that hold the front strut to the wheel hub. After removing these bolts, take the stock strut and spring assembly out of the car. Compress the spring on the strut and remove the spring cap from the strut assembly. Once the cap is off, pull the compressed spring off of the stock strut and swap it onto the Bilstein strut. Add the washer to the strut followed by the strut cap and loosely tighten the upper bolt. Release the compression from the spring slowly and evenly to make sure the spring stays aligned in its top and bottom mounts. Once the spring compressor is completely off, tighten the top nut. Bring the newly assembled front strut to the car and place it back in the upper mounts. While it's held in, slide the 2 lower bolts in the hub and tighten them both down. Add the brake line bracket and clip back to the strut, as well as the tie rod end. To complete the front install, tighten the top 4 nuts and replace the front wheels. Both the B6 struts and shocks included in this kit work extremely well on Mustangs that are lowered or still at factory ride height and will give you awesome gains in performance without wrecking your smooth stock ride.